Hello everyone, in today's video I will be trying out a side hustle that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and that is charging scooters. Before going into this, I knew it was going to be a little competitive, so I had to make sure I was ready to take on the challenge. I started off with a few stretches, after which I tried out a few different tactics on how I can pick up these scooters. The first one didn't work so well, so I decided to go with my second option. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, I will be trying out this side hustle actually tonight. It is currently 9:19 and you are allowed to pick up the scooters after 9. So I'm going into the app right now to see what scooters are available, and I will just kind of show you guys what the process is like. Obviously I had to register ahead of time. I found one spot here. They have about 4 scooters in a span of a few intersections, and that's actually perfect. So I am gonna click reserve right now, and I'm actually gonna go and pick it up right now. So as I press reserve and then I confirm, and so I have 60 minutes to get to the scooter. So what I'm actually gonna do right now is I'm gonna go pick up 7 scooters. I think that's how many I'm gonna, I guess, test for this video to see how it goes. Because one thing is, I don't know how well my outlets around the house are gonna, handle these scooters. I don't want it to, knock out my electricity or something. Because honestly, I'm not even sure. I'm going just brand new into this to see how it is, tell you guys my thought process on this, what I've learned, what I see I could improve on. I'm gonna show you guys exactly everything that I do, and you guys are gonna learn with me. Let's go. Man, these shots take up so much time. It's well worth it though. Off the bat, I started noticing that I kept having a common problem occur, which is when I was showing up to find a scooter, it was nowhere to be found. That was very strange. I don't know if someone was hiding them in the garage or something, but they were not there. I'll be honest with you guys, I think I did a bit of a mistake because I think I picked one of the most ghetto parts of Portland. That's where I live. So, I don't know, wish me luck. Hopefully, I'm really hoping no one thinks I'm stealing these, because that's always like something that I'm afraid of. To be completely honest with you guys, my evening did not start off well. The scooter that I reserved ahead of time, I literally could not find. I was driving around for about half an hour. I took a few different turns and I just could not find it. So I decided to just call it quits and go find another scooter, and that's exactly what I did. I'm currently at a pretty busy intersection right now, and there's actually 2 scooters right there. I mean, it'll be nice to pick up 2 scooters at once, but it's a bit risky, so I'm gonna have to see where I can park and actually pick these up. As you guys can see, got the scooters right here. I got 2 more to pick up, and then I'm going home. Hopefully these last 2 won't be too hard to find. I currently have 6, as you can see right here. So I need to go pick up 1 more, and yeah, I'll be headed home. Alrighty, well, I have the 7 scooters all loaded up and I'm ready to get home because we need to get these charged before tomorrow morning. Time to charge these bad boys. That's the nice part about charging these scooters, is actually when you pick up to charge them, you can actually ride them. Can't have too much fun. Gotta go charge these things. You guys, check out what I learned. Alrighty, so here we are. We actually have all of our scooters inside of our garage. As you guys can see, we still have couches for our other challenge because we're still couch flipping. If you guys haven't seen those videos, I'm gonna link it up here. We have the 7 scooters in here. I do have the 7 chargers right there, and I will be setting them up right now to get them charged. I'm not sure how quick they're gonna be charging, but of course, I'm gonna let you guys know on every single detail that I find out, figure out, and what could I have improved on. So I'll definitely let you guys know. Alrighty, good morning. I actually just woke up right now, and I actually did something last night that I didn't think that I would do, and I didn't really want to do it, but I had to do it because there was no way I was gonna charge all of these 8 scooters in my garage or sorry, 7 scooters in my garage, because I would have to wake up at night and switch it, and plus, even if I did switch it, they probably wouldn't charge it all the way. And you guys can actually see why I was a little worried about that. And what I'm saying right now basically is I actually ended up taking 2 scooters inside of my house. I know I don't recommend it. We're definitely going to be cleaning the floors and everything around here because I mean, I don't know where these scooters have been. It's pretty disgusting, but I kind of had to do it. It was kind of my mistake. I probably should have thought ahead of time on whether or not I would have been able to charge them all in my garage. But as you guys can see right here, this one right here, it's actually charged 88%, as you guys can see right here. If we actually go and look in my garage, as you guys can see, this is actually another thing that I ended up setting up. So I actually plugged this extension cord all the way into my garage. Another extension cord coming from here. It's actually at 100%. Stick around. I'm gonna get these are gonna finish charging, and then I'm gonna take them over and I'm gonna park them where they're supposed to be. Let's go. Alright, so a quick update where I'm kind of at right now. So I just loaded up 5 scooters, and I currently have 2 more that are charging. The problem is I have about 35 minutes until I have to have them dropped off, and that doesn't include the 15-minute commute that I have to the location where I have to drop them off. One of them is charged 91% and the other one's 94%, and they have to be charged at least 95%. That's the problem. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to figure something out, because the one that is at 91%, I don't think that it's actually gonna get to 95. Fingers crossed it will. I'm gonna have to figure something out, and I have to get them delivered as soon as possible. The funniest thing just happened. I was about to unplug this scooter because I need to get going or else I'm gonna be late. And I was like, okay, I'm just counting down to 10 and whatever happens, happens. If it turns to 95%, I'll take it. And guess what happened? I was at 6 seconds and then I just see it click to 95%. In a really big rush right now. Hopefully, I'm gonna get there and I have about 5 minutes to take them all out, scan them all, and put them in the location. Hopefully this goes well. Well, looks like I'm not gonna get paid for that one. That did not get charged to 95%, unfortunately. So got them all dropped off. Now I'm headed home. This experience, very interesting. If you guys have any questions about whatever it is from this just video of charging scooters, definitely comment down below. I want to hear. I'll be answering all the questions, and I'll see you guys soon. Well, I am on my way right now to my friend's place. He is actually someone that used to charge scooters all the time, and he knows some things about it. So I'm heading over to his place. I'm gonna ask him some questions because I think it's gonna be helpful for me and for you guys. Let's go. I'm at my friend's house right now, and this guy is actually a Guinness Book of World Records holder. He charged 30 scooters in 2 minutes.
No, 35.
Dang it, I know I was gonna be wrong. No, I'm totally joking about that. I'm basically gonna be asking him questions about his experience with charging scooters, because he used to do that back when he went to college, which was like 2 years ago. So what's your name?
My name is Mikhail.
All right, bro.
My name is Roman.
So his name's Roman. He went to the same college actually that I went to. How long did you actually go and charge scooters for? Like what period of time?
About 3 months.
Okay.
I had to cut it short because it was when I ended, it was winter time. It was beginning of December.
Oh, that's probably the worst part to do it.
Yeah, or end of November. And they took all the scooters away. People were throwing them over the bridge.
Interesting thing he says, I actually went to pick up a scooter last night and it was showing that it was located on a bridge, but I think it was under a bridge because I drove past that place and I could not find it. I think right now would be actually a good time to actually look at his earnings because you said you worked for about 3 months, right?
Yeah.
So he worked for about 3 months, and I mean he was kind of doing this as a side hustle because you know when you go to college you actually have to make money somehow. You can't go broke.
You don't want a real job.
In August, where you said you made $100 something, how many scooters did you charge?
20 scooters.
So 20 scooters, $105. Or what about the following month?
The next month in September was 94 scooters, $489. My best month was November. I made $583.73. And that's working 10 days out of that month.
Imagine you're going to school and you got to make some extra money, and in 2 or 3 months, how much did you make?
$1,697.47.
How long did it take you to collect all these? Because I think it'd be interesting to know so we can calculate, you know, if it's actually worth it. Because I always like to calculate the hourly what the hourly wage was for charging the scooters. Because from what I did last night, not worth it. So it's paying $60 and it took you how many hours approximately for $60?
2 hours, 3 hours at most.
And I think that's the thing that they actually improved on, which I'm very happy about. Like he said, they used to have to deliver it by 7 in the morning. I don't know, that's really early for me. I don't know how you did that because today I had to deliver it by 10 and I was literally like late by a minute. Well, it's because the scooter didn't finish charging. So basically where we're walking right now is Roman is actually gonna show me what his process was when he charged these scooters.
I actually bought a minivan for $500.
I believe it's one of those vans where they like, you know, when you guys in movies, you guys can see like a truck just driving by selling candy to kids. This is the kind of truck he has. How many scooters could you fit in that van at once, or the most you've ever done?
The most I've ever done was 16, but I think 16. I could have went to 24, 28.
The biggest question right now for me is, you guys saw how difficult it was for me to charge these scooters. I had 5 in my garage, and then I took 2 inside my house, which I did not want to do, and even some of them did not even finish charging. So my big question to you is, how did you end up actually being able to charge 16 scooters overnight? Or did you not? Like, did you somehow finesse the system or something?
No, I charged all of them. The garage has 3 outlets, so I ran 3 extension cords, and I would park my minivan right here, back it up, and like before I would take out the scooters and put them in my garage, but I was like, okay, that's gonna take too much time with 12, 16, whatever scooters. So I decided to get an extension cord, grab all the chargers here, run them underneath my garage, leave the garage a tiny bit open so that the cords could go through, and I would connect them onto here and I would charge all the scooters. I would just plug in the charger into the scooters that are already in the minivan. And it was super convenient because when I woke up early in the morning, I would just take out the chargers and just be on my way. Whereas before, I would have to take them off charge, take the scooter, put it into my car, and so on. It's
a very good point. Like to have, like I told you guys, to have a system set up where you literally, like what he just said, he would just get up in the morning, unplug everything, and get going to drop them off. Because as you guys saw, the problem that I had is I took them out of my truck, took them into my garage, 2 inside my house, had to charge them up, and then take them back out and put it back in the truck. And those things are heavy. I definitely had a difficult time putting them in and out. I'm not weak, I'm just fluffy. Appreciate you giving some insight on this side hustle of the scooter business, so really appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I highly recommend it if you can fit at least 20 scooters in your vehicle.
Oh boy.
If you can't fit more than 20, it's kind of pointless.
That is a good point.
I'd rather do Amazon Flex, for example.
There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed that part where I, had my friend talk about the side hustle that I tried out. If you guys definitely enjoyed that, and I think it's interesting to hear someone else's perspective that has already done it, because I'm a newbie to this whole charging scooters game, so really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys back at the studio. Well, I'm back in the studio and let's talk numbers and let's talk what I would probably do or not do again. So the first thing that I learned is that if you decide to charge scooters, then don't go below 20 scooters per each evening, because I did 7 scooters and it was not worth it. And I'll let you guys know a little bit later how much I made and you guys will see why it wasn't worth it. The second thing that I learned and that I recommend every single one of you guys is when you guys go charging scooters, definitely wear gloves, because I didn't and I kind of regretted it because I felt very filthy touching these scooters, and these scooters were definitely not the cleanest scooters out there. The third thing that I learned, and I've already mentioned it, is to develop a system. Develop a system that makes it easier for you, makes everything a lot smoother to run. So like my friend Roman mentioned, he had a truck just sitting right there, so he would pull up, put the extension cords inside, charge the scooters, and then unplug everything in the morning and get going and drop them off. The other important thing that I recommend every single one of you guys do, always use your reserve button wisely. I didn't. I clicked it a few times and then I tried to unreserve it, and it just does not look good for you, and they actually don't let you reserve scooters twice. And the most important thing that I want to talk with you guys is how much did I actually make charging scooters. If you guys remember earlier in the video, I said I was only getting paid for 6 scooters. That was actually not true. They ended up paying me for the 7 scooters that I charged. Hold up, actually, someone's calling me. Hey, what's up? That's it. That's fake money. So before all expenses, Lime paid me $35.75 for the 7 scooters that I charged. It's kind of hard to exactly say how much I spent on gas, but I'm thinking it was probably around $6. And the most difficult one to calculate is obviously the electricity. How much did I spend on electricity to charge these scooters? For that, I actually had to do some digging, and I went online and I started looking around. How much does it actually cost to charge a scooter? And I found this one post on a very, very reliable source, Reddit. One Reddit user said that if he charges 20 scooters a day for a whole month, it would cost him around $40 a month. So if we did the math, it comes out to around 15 cents a scooter. There was also another Reddit user that did the calculation with all the kilowatts, energy, I don't know what I'm talking about, but he did the math and he said that for him it came out to around 12.76 cents per scooter. So out of these two numbers, I decided to take the higher number, which was 15 cents. So if I take the 15 cents and multiply by the 7 scooters that I ended up charging, it came out to a whopping $1.05 total. So our gross profit after all the expenses came out to $28.70. And obviously I like to calculate how much I made per hour. So if we take the $28.70 and divide it by the roughly 4 hours that I spent picking up the scooters, setting them up to charge, and also delivering them, I came out to an hourly wage of $7.18. That is definitely less than how much I made at Taco Bell when I worked there 5 years ago. My final thoughts on this side hustle are, if you decide to charge scooters, definitely take it seriously. And just how my friend said, if you do 20 at a time, I think you shouldn't do too bad. Otherwise, if you do it like me, 7 scooters, it really isn't worth it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any suggestions of any other gigs or side hustles that you guys want me to try, definitely comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, this you think.